there, like, isn't it?
Remarkably, the police dog has followed the scent from the crashed car all the way to the home of the prime suspect's parents. The interceptors waste no time surrounding the property.
We've got the container.
Well, obviously the dog's tracked to here from sort of the crash site. This is his address linked to him, so it's possible that he is in here. Just the officers around the front are going to knock on the door and see if they can get a reply. If not, I think we've got enough grounds to go in anyway.
It might be approaching 1 in the morning, but with a pinched motor wrapped around a tree and 2 suspects at large, the cops know they've got to search the house and fast.
Hello, someone knocking on your door. Is Lee there? Does live here? Right. And he hasn't come in at all, this property. Does he have a key? Right, do you mind if we have a look?
You're not coming in there, he doesn't live here. Right, he lives up there. Get up there and say where he's at, because I'm sick of this one. He's not in there yet, I don't care what you say.
Unless they catch the suspected car thief soon, it could be near impossible to prove that he was driving when the car was wrecked. But the suspect's dad's not playing ball.
You're not coming in to simple as that. He's not here, and I don't care what you say, he's not here. And I know he's not here, right? And I'm not telling no lies, but I want to tell you something now, right? Why you can go ahead and look, right? But look, when you don't find him, right? I want to
That's fine, explain it.
Is that there? Hey, you want to come and search it out again?
And he knows it's vital to get inside, so the time for small talk is over.
We believe he's here. He is wanted for a certain offence, but that gives us then the power under Pierce to come in and search this property.
Hey, you want to come and search it out again?
The team are in, but no sooner do they start searching.
It's going to be back door. But if he's in my back door, I don't know then.
They hear a commotion coming from the backyard.
Going out the back of the house.
Less than 30 minutes after the pinch motor was called in, the cops have successfully collared both their prime suspects. But they know this fella, who they suspect was the driver, has got a reputation for being a tricky customer, and he's far from happy. He's lashing out wildly. They have no choice but to try and fit leg restraints to stop him kicking out again.
Dance the vehicles and race the other game to come along. Let's explain an interview, Warren. Take it for a walk. Take it for a walk. Take my phone. Where's he going? Yeah, take that. Give me phone, I'm going to kick off simple as that. Give me my phone, please. If you touch my phone, I'm going to kick right off. You're not getting your phone. Eh? You're not getting your phone.
Unhappy at having his phone seized, the suspect turns nasty and attempts to spit at the cops.
Do not spit.
The cops can handle verbal, but spitting is a no-no. While the second suspect is carted off, Andy knows he must keep the violent bloke restrained until the transport arrives to take him to the nick.
I'll be out one day. I'll find out what everyone you live with. 4 years, 4 hours. There you go.
The bloke is completely out of control. First kicking, then spitting, and now he tries to sink his teeth into the cops.
Well, try and fight people. Right. Looked up the as well.
Stop it. What am I doing? Stop trying to bite people. I'm trying to bite.
Right up my leg as well.
Get in.
With the suspect kicking and screaming himself into the van, the cops breathe a sigh of relief that no one was hurt. But just when they think it's all over, officers in the back of the van hit the panic button.
So now he's taking the fast straps off his legs and threatening to self-harm as well, so...
The suspects managed to take his leg straps off, and the cops know he could strangle himself in a matter of seconds. Experience tells the officers that if they open the door, the violent suspect is likely to lash out.
Drag him out. Lee, are you going to throw them straps out here? Right.
But with threats coming thick and fast, the interceptors have no choice but to retrieve the straps to put the suspect out of harm's way.
Go on, get him down.
Take the bottom ones off.
6 minutes and 6 officers later, the strap's off and the suspect safely stowed away.
Get in line there. Somebody fun and games with before then, West Cornford. He's got custody now, and as you can see, he's got his own very own welcoming committee ready to bring him out and put him into the cell. So,
despite his behaviour earlier, it seems the show of strength by the cops back at the station has calmed him down.
He's a danger to other road users, he's a danger to himself, he's a danger to anybody who he's had in the car with him. Who knows what he would have done to try and evade capture.
For burglary and aggravated vehicle taking, he was also disqualified from driving for 12 months and had to pay £1,000 in costs. His passenger was given 7 months in prison for burglary and aggravated vehicle